Hello everybody and welcome to Las Vegas. Not really, I'm actually in Cairo, Egypt for the World Urban Forum, and as you can see our hotel is right next to the pyramids and the Sphinx. Really an amazing part of the world. These pyramids are 4,500 years old. When Tutankhamun was alive they were 1,000 years old already. They were already ancient. Really amazing. Talk about sustainable civilizations. This is a gathering of many thousands, I think over 30,000 people who are all working toward implementing the Sustainable Development Goals and the new urban agenda, which you'll hear more about soon. And these represent governments and nonprofit NGOs, foundations, universities, professional organizations, economists, developers, many different groups and individuals sharing ideas, understanding what the barriers are to implementation and how to overcome those. What are the strategies and approaches that are going to be successful to achieve sustainable urbanism? This is the booth of our colleagues at the Pattern Institute, Robert Krasser and others. We've been developing new pattern languages based on Christopher Alexander's work on pattern languages. These are new patterns that address new challenges and new conditions. There's also an online version, a wiki version, that's quite interesting, and Robert has been working with us and many others to develop these new tools for implementation of the new urban agenda. So, Robert, you've been here for a couple of days now at the Pattern Institute booth, and what kind of reaction have you gotten?
Yeah, we have like three types of reaction. The one reaction is that people are coming, they know the pattern language, they know you, and they are very interested and they want to actually know more. Those are most academics or something like this.
Yeah.
The second one are students. They are interested. They see the eye tracking and they're very interested and they know what is a pattern and they stand then very long and getting that explained. And the third one is they are really confused. They don't know what about, most of them, they are not urban planners. And what I also recognized is that a lot of people know the pattern language, but they don't know how to use it.
Yeah.
That's the thing is, they just heard it in school or something like this.
Do they know Jane Jacobs? Has that come up?
Jane Jacobs is more well known, especially in the European urbanists and something like this, and the American. Christopher Alexander is not that well known than Jane Jacobs, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And also interested, I spoke to a couple of mayors, and they are very interested. One maybe future mayor from Tripoli, and then the mayor from Maya in Maldives. So they are really interested in those stuff. You know? But there's just one junction in between, I documented, and you can't pass. So you have to take an Uber, which takes you like 4 kilometers around.
So it's not walkable.
No,
None
it's
of this is
absolutely
walkable.
not.
So
But
this is a great irony.
the good thing is that they put the cycle on any WOOF logo.
So Robert, you said you did a session on how to greenwash a city.
Yes.
And you were talking about how sometimes we imagine that we're doing something good when we're really not, and we need to really challenge ourselves and get deeper into the thinking.
Many people were agreeing on the greenwashing, say, yeah, that's the way it is, you know, here in Cairo.
Right.
Yeah, and I will show you then the diploma. We also handed it out like greenwash diplomas. So, and we rated their booth, so it was like a funny argument. Later, I led a session on localizing the Sustainable Development Goals using new pattern languages for growing regions with Robert and others. This was a very interesting process. It included planners, designers, officials, students. They came from many countries around the world, and they used cards actually that had the patterns on them. Their goal was to develop pattern languages using these playing cards and assembling them into pattern languages, project pattern languages that were appropriate to particular contexts in their part of the world. Very interesting process, and I think an interesting session for everybody.